Hey everyone, it was a long July. Was it not? Let me know in the comments how your July went. It felt very long to me. And I don't know if it's going to be your guys' reading in August or maybe it's just me. It's probably me, but I had to do a little bit extra cleansing before getting this reading started. So let me know what's going on with you guys in the comments. So we are here today to do water signs reading for the month of August, and that's going to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, in case you did not know. So you can go ahead, if you want to skip this intro, jump right into your reading, click the timestamps that's located in the pinned comment, and it's also located in the description box. So all of you guys that are staying, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you were here. Welcome back, all of my subscribers. You guys mean so much to me. I appreciate you all. And yeah, I'm just so really glad you're here. I'm going to be doing something to give back to you guys soon. I'm not quite sure what. I think I want to do like a surprise, not like really a giveaway, but just, surprise somebody that I've seen in my comment sections a lot. So just to appreciate you all. And if you are new, what I'm looking at today is going to be water signs placements. So you want to make sure you're checking out your other placements in your chart. If you don't know what I'm talking about by that, go ahead and check out my description box and you'll see a couple of websites I recommend to generate your natal chart that are free. And you can get started with that. But make sure you're checking out your other placements because this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, and North Node. We are just taking a look at general energy, and we'll also take a look at love and relationships. If you miss when I used to do all the individual readings and longer segments, if you are missing that, I am going to be creating something. I'm not sure exactly where I'll be hosting it yet, but I'm going to be creating a membership type service where I go in depth on all signs every month. I also do some weekly stuff. I'll be doing lives. I'm going to be doing some 18 plus readings. So if you really like my content and you're wanting to support me further and you're wanting that more in-depth look, then look out for that when I release it. I'm not going to release it probably soon because I want to get a lot of content up before I do that, so you guys have plenty to enjoy. But I'm just letting you know, it's if you did like that, I'm working on something, and this is part of the reason why I started to shorten these readings and pull back a little bit, because I want to there's some stuff I want to do. So, and there's stuff I want to do that I can't do on YouTube because of the rules and stuff. So, all right. If you guys follow me on social media, you'll see I was talking about that earlier. So I think we're good. I think that's it. As always, general energy reading. If you want a personal reading with me, I've added in a couple of new options, all under $25. So super affordable and fast turnarounds with these, because these are written options and they are not my recorded options. I am booked out. Like right now, I'm booked out until September for recorded options, and I have very limited live sessions, one-on-one live sessions. So if you're wanting to have that kind of interaction with me, you might have to wait. But if you're wanting a written reading, I can get that back to you within usually about 72 hours, just depending on how many orders I have, and I will let you know if there's any delay. So yeah, let's go ahead, get started. Let me know, oops, bumping stuff. Let me know how you guys are doing. Is that even? Okay. All right, wait. Before I begin, let me grab my notebook so I can jot down the time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with, I feel like starting with Pisces. Let's start with Pisces. So, welcome Pisces placements. This is going to be your reading for what is going to be happening this month of August for you all. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I hope you had a good July. Let me know how that went. We're going to get your general energy first and see what's going on. August, Pisces placements, what's going on? General energy for July. Okay, so we have the, I had to check this for a second. We have the Six of Swords. So you guys are leaving something. You're walking away from something. Now the Six of Swords is an energy of leaving a situation that is not good and going to something that is much better. So it's not walking away from something in a way that you don't want to. It's actually something that you're wanting to do. Of course, behind that, there can be some attachments to whatever you're walking away from. Like it could be, maybe some of you are going to be starting school and you're, leaving your home. Maybe some of you are going to be, you could be moving, especially like across seas with this energy. And so maybe you're leaving behind people that you love and care about, but it's also a time that is really positive for you. And you're very excited because you're like, this is what you've been like kind of hoping for. You've been hoping to end one phase of your life and enter into another. And so sometimes it's of course in much smaller scale of a thing happening in your life. It doesn't have to be moving for everybody, but you're shifting from one energy to another. You're changing something. So let's see. And you're happy about it. And it's all a part of your growth. What is this about? The Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so there was something that you were working on or you were desiring to manifest and it didn't go through. I feel like for a lot of people, this may have been either a home situation or it may have been, I'm hearing relationship for some, and it also may have been a work situation. So kind of going all over the place. This is a situation you really like, you were really hoping was going to work. It seemed like it was. It seemed like all the signs were there and you were really enthusiastic about it, but it simmered out. It didn't work. And so I feel like what's happening now is that you're kind of seeing what you needed to adjust in that situation of why it wasn't going to work for you. And now you're able to move from that space of being blocked into moving forward, because you're now getting that, like, you're getting that direction. And so for a lot of you are going to be like, I see why that wasn't going to work and why this is such a better option. So you're going to have that moment. And this is all things that you've been working towards. Hold on, guys. I gotta put this out because I'm really sensitive to smoke and stuff, and I needed the incense for just a little bit of cleansing for a moment, but it's getting to me now. Okay. All right. So yeah, basically you guys were feeling really blocked from what your goal was, and now you're going to be like, I see why it didn't happen. And all of this is you making those moves to make it happen. It's not like an energy shift. It's more like you have done enough, like you do like the right thing, or you come up with a better idea, or you get this opportunity and it's like, I now see why that other idea or that other opportunity didn't work. This is so much better. Yeah, I'm just going to take both of these because these both popped up. And I actually saw Justice with Temperance. So a lot of healing has come to you overall is what I'm hearing. But I'm also getting the Justice vibe from this card. And I feel like this is something that you really, really deserve. Like you have not, a lot of things have not been going your way. Things have not been fair for you. And that's something that, you know, the universe recognizes. And it's not really that they're like, yeah, we know things haven't been fair. But it's like, we know that your perception of things it hasn't been fair. But these situations were happening so you could be lined up to get what you want and not what you thought you wanted, because I feel like what you were aiming after or whatever the idea was coming from a place of a less healed version of you. And so you weren't able to really either have the idea or make it happen, or you weren't available yet for the opportunity at that time. And now you've done a lot of healing and a lot of work, and now you're more available. And again, this is across the board with what this topic may be. This is a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But you have earned it. That's what I keep hearing over and over again. I think some of you are going to feel like, I just heard imposter syndrome. So for folks that are having something come through when regarding their career or their schooling or any type of public recognition, you're gonna feel like you don't really deserve this for whatever reason, and it's like you really, really do. This is what you've been working towards, and it's just that's because you're that type of person where it's like. I feel like some of you, if something good happens to you, you feel like it's going to be ripped away if you enjoy it too much. And other people, like, you don't want to seem like you're too, like, you don't want to seem like you're too prideful. You don't want to seem like you're, like, so egotistical or anything like that. Again, especially because I feel like you're so, you know, as Pisces energy, you're so, you know, loving and nurturing, and you're seeing, what's happening with the collective and all these other people struggling, and you getting an opportunity like this, if it has to do with finances, might make you feel bad. It might be like a guilt. I'm hearing like survivor's guilt, which obviously that's a I don't know the word for this, but that's not necessarily what I mean when I'm talking about, you doing well and other people struggling. But you might have that, like, that sense of guilt, and it's like you really you deserve this. It's not that the other people deserve to be struggling, but that doesn't mean you don't deserve this. Okay. I feel like you guys kind of, I don't know, like you need to treat yourself in this situation like you would treat somebody else getting good news, and you'd be happy for them, and you wouldn't be like, well, don't be too happy about it because there's other people that are hurting. It's like, no, like enjoy it. Like you have worked hard for this. It wasn't handed to you. Okay. So that's what you need to, balance out that loving nature and that caring nature, and being very aware of what's happening. And, you're really good at reading the room, but don't take something positive that's happening to you and make it negative. That's just going to have your like guides and ancestors be like, well, how do I make this? what do they want? What do they want from us? Right. Okay. So, let's see what else is going on. I'm going to grab this deck because I didn't pull out a tarot deck, another tarot deck. And I usually like to use two. Let's just use this one. What else? And then let's take a look at love life next. But what else for Pisces energy for August? Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's just like you really have to work this month on what it is about when something good happens to you. Do you feel like it's going to be taken away? Because you don't want to manifest it. Yes. You don't want to manifest it. You guys are too tapped in just naturally to the collective and to the collective unconscious, and we manifest a lot from our unconscious. So yes, it's not like the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups aren't necessarily linked in tarot to a lot of manifestation, but they are linked to being tapped directly in to the collective and the emotional realm. And it's like you can manifest bad things into your life or events that you see negative by thinking constantly that they're going to happen. And so that's something you need to get control of. Like that's your goal this month. And obviously this is something that you have to work on over a lifetime. It's something that comes with, if you have anxiety and things like that, it's just part of that. It's something that you have to kind of work with and manage. And my thing is like, I try to not allow myself to give any period, like a long period of time of feeling really, really super negative about something and like worrying about something bad happening. Like if I have those thoughts come in, it's like, okay, like this is anxiety. It doesn't mean this is going to happen. And I need to try to redirect those thoughts. So I just feel like you guys have something really positive happening for you this month. But it's like, even with that, you're going to twist it. Like it's going to be, you're going to feel really anxious about something bad happening. That's what this is. This is not like a tower coming out because a tower's coming for you. You're anxious and feeling like you have to defend yourself before something bad happens. So like, okay, so people, if you work in a situation where you might be on the public stage, maybe you get more attention, or you're getting more clients, or you're getting, something of yours goes viral, you have that sensation that, oh, maybe I'm going to have something bad happen to me because of that, or I'll have like people trolling me or being mean to me in the comments. That's totally valid, but you need to be aware that you're strong enough to withstand whatever is going to come in. And that's not necessarily what's going to happen. That doesn't happen. It happens, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. And you can deal with it. So otherwise, I just feel like you need to work on not taking something good and turning into, when will it be taken away from me? Like enjoy whatever good comes. So now let's take a look at the relationship portion with your love life. What's going on? Pisces energy. 5 of Cups reversed. Nice. So you guys are releasing something. You're releasing some pain from a situation, from a relationship, from a breakup. 4 of Swords reversed. And what? And the Emperor reversed. Okay, so what I see here is like, this seems like a bit of a rebound energy to me. Some of you might have recently gone through a breakup or some sort of separation, and you're stepping out of being really sad about it. You have been really kind of in a very low space, depressed, not wanting to get out of bed, not wanting to do much, nothing really bringing excitement to your life. And I do feel like you're feeling the urge to release that, or you're going to, at some point in August, feel the urge that, hey, I need to get up out of this bed. I need to stop moping around. I need to find myself again. And you're going to go a little bit haywire with that, with the Emperor being reversed. It's a bit out of control energy. I also feel like some of you might just really have a hard time trying to gather yourself back together from like this moping around energy, which is interesting because you're releasing it, but it's like still like just not back to yourself. And I feel like you're going to be thinking about it a lot. So maybe not tapping into the emotional realm of the situation, but having a lot of thoughts about it and thinking about what could have went differently. And so it's just going to be feeling like some people are going to just feel out of control with their thoughts. Some people are going to just, be like, all right, well, I'm single, so I'm going to do what I want and go wild in that way. Other people are just going to have a hard time, kind of pulling themselves together, even though they're feeling like emotionally detached from the situation. So if you've been, really overwhelmed emotionally, which generally comes with the Five of Cups upright energy, that is going away, but you're still having to have kind of this fight to get you back to how you were feeling. What else is going on for love and emotions? August, Pisces energy, Eight of Wands. So there is some clarity coming for you. There also could be a message coming in for you. What about that message? Seven of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I don't. And the Three of Cups. Okay. So you guys could be getting a message from the person, if you're in separation, that kind of put you in this energy, or the situation that put you in this energy. And I feel like you're not going to necessarily enjoy that conversation, especially if it's something that you've been waiting for, because it seems like a conversation with the Seven of Pentacles being reversed, one that's not really worth the effort, or one that wouldn't be very satisfying. And especially if this is a connection where there's a third party involved and you were hoping to hear that this person is going to be stepping away from that, I don't feel like you're going to be hearing that news. I feel like you're going to be hearing, that excuses or lines or whatever. So let's go ahead and get some messages from your person. So this is going to be geared mainly for people that are on communication. But get some more information on what's going on here. I'm sorry for how I treated you. You didn't deserve that. So this person does recognize that you didn't deserve that treatment, but I'm just getting the sense that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to change. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm not willing to change. So yeah. People can be sorry for what they do, and they could wish that they didn't do those things, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily willing to change anything about it, especially if that change they feel is going to be too hard. And that's the energy here from this message, is that whatever change that you're wanting them to make, if it is a third party situation, or if it is a lifestyle change, like, they're not willing to make it at this time. But they are very jealous. So if you have them on social media, or if you guys have mutual friends, they know what you're up to. They're very jealous of anything that you're doing, or if you're dating other people. So that's just some info. But yeah, they're not willing to change. So that doesn't really mean anything to me in my book. It's too bad that they're jealous. Okay, what else? What advice for Pisces energy for their love life this month? Okay, so we have engagement. And we have forgiving and learning reversed. And we have let your friends help you. Okay. So what I see here is that I think you guys are really being you're dealing with this kind of shitty situation, so you can like reset things in your life in regards to your love life and the type of people that you're attracted to and the type of relationships that you get in. And this could be because, you know, the person that you're dealing with, they need their time to change and to grow. They could have a lot, you know, there's forgiveness has not come in this connection. You guys have not forgiven each other, or you have not forgiven them, or vice versa. And so that needs to happen before anything happens with the connection, before it goes forward. And I feel like that is going to come with a lot of healing. This is just not really good energy to start anything in. So you want to, I don't think a lot of things should, you don't want to like reconnect with this person in August in any serious way, or try to dive back into anything with them if they do come forward. You still have to heal. You have to be honest with yourself if you forgive them or not, and if you should forgive them or not, and where you're at on your own healing path. And this is happening because, again, you're getting set up to take your love level to the next level of commitment. And that doesn't mean love level, your love life. And that doesn't mean it's with this person or it's not with this person. It just means that that's where you're going next. Your love life, you're stepping away from whatever energy you've been in now, and you're going to a different level of what your love life is going to look like, and the type of people you're going to attract in, and if this person that you're with is going to be coming with you or not. So at this time, this month, this is going to be a month for you to just kind of, you know, enjoy the companionship of friends and family, and don't worry about this person. They have stuff that they're needing to do. They're not willing to change at this time. And this is the thing, we live in a free will planet. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. You know, these readings should be giving you a different perspective and a different understanding, so it makes it easier for you to do what you're gonna do, but not to be guiding you on if you're gonna wait forever for somebody to get it together or not, or if it's worth it. Like, this is this is just giving you a different perspective than what you maybe have been thinking or understanding. So this is not, you know, again, this person comes forward this month. I don't think you're going to enjoy what they have to say, or you're going to enjoy their energy. And it would just be best if you guys kept it pretty simple, and just focus in on other things, you know, that you enjoy in your life, particularly friends, with that card coming up. Let me get one more card. Even better. Yeah, you have this whole thing when I was talking about the engagement and how you're going up to another level in your life, with your love life. You have something so much better lined up. And I don't mean to say that that doesn't mean it's with the person we're talking about right now. It might be, or it might not be. But this month and the energy that they're going to present isn't it. There's something better. So you just have to just focus on other things. There's more things to life than your love life, I promise, okay? So that is going to be your reading, Pisces energy. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it resonates and what's going on with you. I'm going to clear out, and we are going to do Cancer next. So Cancer, welcome. Cancer placement. So this is going to be your reading for August. Let's go ahead and start off with your general reading. And a reminder, as always, this is a general energy reading. Only take what resonates. Leave behind anything else that doesn't. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can do that at my website. All that's in the description box. Okay, what's going on Cancer placements for the month of August? Judgment. Okay. So what I always bring up with the Judgment card coming out, if you guys are dealing with anything in legal matters or matters that pertain to finances or anything like that, these could be coming up being settled this month. And in general, they are going to be in your favor with this card being upright. Otherwise, you guys are going to be making a judgment call on something this month. There's going to be some sort of shift you take, a new direction. Let's see if we can get the topic. The Knight of Cups reversed. Okay, so this could be about a relationship, or this could be about a friendship with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this person's going to be somebody that's pretty immature. They're going to be somebody that makes a lot of promises that they don't follow through with. And they might be very, very charming. You know, a lot of people might like them, be attracted to them. But they are what I call the emotional fuckboy card. So, this, let's see. And again, that could be a friendship thing as well. Could be a family member, any relationship. The Hierophant, interesting. What else? The Eight of Pentacles. and the Knight of Swords. Okay. So for my people, some of you guys, this is a relationship stuff already coming up, which we will talk about that specifically in a minute. But for those of you that resonate with this, that you're dealing with somebody like that, I believe this... Okay, so there's a couple of things that could be going on here. Some of you might have an option. You might have a choice between somebody that's like the Knight of Cups and somebody that is like the Knight of Swords. So the Knight of Swords upright is going to be also somebody that might be a bit immature, but not, not super immature. They might be somebody that just has a very youthful energy. They also could just be younger than you. They could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but there's somebody that's very inquisitive, somebody that really likes to talk. They're a very good communicator. They're very intellectual. They love to learn new things. They have a strong passion for that, and they like sharing what they've learned with other people. So you might have like this decision. You might be making this decision between these two energies. And who you're going to go with and go into a committed relationship with here, with the Hierophant. Man, I'm like really mixing up my words. So I don't know if that your person does that, because I was fine in my last reading under Pisces. Or you're going to feel kind of like a loss for words, or you're going to feel like you don't know exactly what to say. But the Hierophant and the Eight of Pentacles is a super strong energy of a strong commitment, something that's going to last, something that you're going to really work on perfecting. So I feel like you're making a choice between two people here, for those that resonate with a relationship thing. And if that's not you, I do feel like you guys are, some of you might be dealing with a legal matter regarding somebody that embodies the Knight of Cups energy, and you're being called to deal with the situation from a very intellectual standpoint. Don't let your emotions get to you. Don't let them gaslight you, because the Knight of Cups can definitely gaslight. Don't let them get to you in any way. Keep it to the facts. Keep it to what you can prove. And you have luck on your side. You have justice on your side with this, as long as you come from a level-headed place and you don't allow them to pull your energy down. Others of you, I see somebody here is seeking a divorce with a Knight of Cups energy, Knight of Cups reverse energy, and that is going to get through. And you have somebody else that you are in a relationship, like you're waiting for this divorce to be approved so you can get married, and that is coming through in August. So that's very specific. Please let me know if that's you in the comments. Okay. Let's get some last bits of advice for general energy. Big month for you guys. Big month for Cancer placements. Look at that. Eight of Pentacles coming out twice. I just keep hearing luck with that Eight of Pentacles. It's not necessarily like Eight of Pentacles is tied to luck, but Eight of Pentacles is tied to perfecting something, working really hard at something and being good at it, and just continuing to perfect it. I just feel like you guys, whatever this is, you really have worked hard towards, especially these people that are resonating with legal matters. You've been really trying to do your best and trying to make sure everything is perfect. Maybe some people, like, this is like contracts that are getting signed, I'm seeing. And what your advice is to make sure that you keep that energy up. Keep that energy up all the way through until it's said and done. Until it's finalized and there's no turning back. Keep it up the whole way. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at love life, since that came through so strong. Let's dive into that. So what's going on for Cancer placements, love life? Yeah, you guys. Okay, so we have the Devil. You guys are dealing, those that are resonating, you're dealing with a situation, and, if you're not dealing with like picking between two people, maybe you're trying to decide what you're going to do with that Knight of Cups energy. And this person, you're really bonded to them. You're really connected to them. Some of you guys might be married to them. Others, you might have kids with them, because I was hearing whispers about child support in the general reading. So you might have kids together. You might just have a very strong, like, magnetic attraction to one another. So this is going to be very, like, I just heard twin flames, but I was thinking more karmic connections. The Queen of Wands reverse. Yeah, see, here's the thing with this person is that if, they don't make you feel good, and that's what you need to realize. Like, they really kind of get at your self-esteem. They bring you down, and I don't, some of them aren't doing it in a way where they're like calling you names or where it's obvious that they're trying to do that, but they might say things or insinuate things, or their actions, like how they treat you versus how they treat other people, eventually starts to get to you, where it's like you start to blame yourself for it. And so this is a connection that is super, super toxic. You know, if you guys are twin flames, you're doing the super toxic mirroring of each other's shadow aspects at each other at this time. If you guys are, you know, karmic partners, you have this like lesson to learn about, you're learning about your self-worth, and, you know, they have their lessons that they're learning through you. And so this is a time that you're going to be making a decision with that Judgment coming out as your general energy about this connection and about breaking these bonds. King of Cups. Okay, so you might be having somebody come in that shows you that, like, I just see this like look at this person's face, and like how confident they look, and how, like, to me, almost like in awe of if she was upright, you know? You see what I'm talking about? So it's like you're going to have somebody, you know, maybe it's just a little flirting. Maybe it's somebody that makes a big gesture towards you. But somebody's going to come in and remind you that you are beautiful and that you are hot and amazing and attractive and desirable. And I feel like it's going to help you with this Judgment call. And so, you know, it could be that situation of like getting under somebody to get over somebody type thing. You know, it definitely could be that. But you're just going to be reminded that you have a lot to offer, because you've been so kind of caught up in this one person, this one connection, and what they think about you and how they feel about you, that you have forgotten like who you are. So I think you're just going to be reminded this month of who you are. Okay, what else? The Lovers reversed. Okay. Yeah, like this, I think this connection that comes in that reminds you who you are, it's definitely based in the physical, it's based in physical attraction, but yeah, I think at this time that might be what you're needing. You know, and it doesn't mean that you have to be physical with this person, but it's the conversations and kind of the ego boost is based in a physical attraction that this person has of you. It's not necessarily based in a super emotional place, but they definitely aren't. This thing is, this person, if they're coming through with the King of Cups, they're not somebody that's like a bad person. You know, they have a good grasp of emotion, and their emotional intellect is there, but they're still, you know, they're drawn in by your looks. Okay, let's get some messages. You are like my drug. Yes, that's 100% the devil energy. You know, when you have the devil energy show up in a relationship reading or a love reading, it shows that toxicity, that really strong magnetic attraction and connection through like whatever, you know, that's that ride or die, doesn't matter what happens, but it's like, no, it matters. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? How are we getting back? Like, things matter, and you can't just have this unconditional, unquestioning love for another person if they're doing things that are hurting you and, you know, are not good for you. So, you know, this person, you're like their drug. You probably feel the same about them. And that's how it is. Let's see what else. I think about you constantly. So yeah, the other thing with the devil is that with relationships, it does indicate a codependency factor. And so you guys have, I feel like, the shadow aspects of codependency that you're mirroring to each other. You think about each other a lot. You probably watch a lot of readings hoping to hear about this person, and it's like, it's just not, at a certain point, it's not good. What I find is like, if you're finding yourself like constantly seeking out information in this form about this person, and it's like nonstop, it's not something that you're doing every now and again, or, you know, whatever, and you're buying readings every week, like there's a problem. You have a problem at that point, and you need to pull your power back, because it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you manifest them in their life. It's actually pulls away from that, because it's not good for you. So I think what you guys should be doing this month is probably just put your, like I said, that distraction that's coming in might be really what the doctor ordered. Okay. And I'm going to contact you soon. So great. So what's going to happen here is that when you get distracted with somebody else or with something else that you're doing, maybe you also could be diving into any type of creative work. If you are like an artist or anything like that, you'll be super into your work. When you're not focused on them, if you're in separation, they're going to be coming back. They'll be sending you a message. So if you're in communication with them and you guys are having a difficult time, or you don't hear from them at certain lengths of time, I feel like they're going to be coming back in and trying to make sure that they have a good hold on you and that you're not going anywhere. Okay. Let's get some advice. Yeah, disappointment energy. This person, if they're coming back in, that's all you're going to get from them is just this disappointed energy. And it's like, it's just going to be the same old thing over again. Like there's too much toxicity here. This is not going anywhere fast. And the reason why I laughed with that is because when that came out, I heard, and not just one type. So if this person like is coming in and they're contacting you, like hitting you up, like, what are you doing? It's 2 a.m. type of thing. You're going to be disappointed in that department too. So, if that's what you want, if you want to have to take care of yourself after they leave anyway, I guess, but, disappointment energy. Okay. So just enjoy whatever else you have coming down the pipeline for you this month. If that's somebody else, or if that is something creative that you're getting yourself into, that's going to be so much more fulfilling than whatever this person has to offer right now, because they have work to do. Okay. All right. So that is Cancer placements reading. Let's end with Scorpios. So welcome, Scorpio placements. This is going to be your reading for August. As always, remember, this is a general energy reading, so only take what resonates, leaving behind anything else that doesn't. If you want to book with me a personal reading on your energy, have lots of different options. I'm going to be adding more in my shop over this next couple of days, so you can do that at my website. All that's in my description box. Okay, let's get your general energy, and then we will look at your love life after. General energy for Scorpios for the month of August. Queen of Swords. Okay. Oops, I keep forgetting this is like a little bit different than normal. All right, so you guys are in a very mental space. You guys, if you guys are single, you're going to be feeling fine with being single. You're going to be super focused in on your work, your career, what you're doing there. And overall, you just might be more focused in on your career this month. What else? Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so you guys also, if you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you might be having some sort of secrets come revealed between you two. Let's get some more details on that. What is this? The King of Swords. We got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So I definitely feel like you're dealing with the air sign here. We have too much air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or those placements in their chart. I feel like this is a conversation. This is some sort of communication, and it's about secrets. It's about deceptions. It's about lies. It's about, I'm hearing also misunderstandings. So these could be things that you think are secrets and lies, but they also could be misunderstandings. This also, I mean, if you are Scorpio or Scorpio placements that are prominent and you're dealing with an air sign, I mean, you guys think that air signs are kind of full of it a lot of the time. So it could definitely be misunderstandings, or depending, I guess, on the perspective. But yeah, I feel like I'm hearing meeting of minds. Like you're going to have a conversation that's based in a very, like the emotions aren't there in this conversation. It's very factual based. So I'm seeing somebody having a pretty passionate conversation, but it's all like, well, let me, this is what happened on this date. And then they're coming back with, well, let me show you what we actually talked about. Like they have screenshots or like whatever. Like I just feel like it's very back and forth with facts. It's very passionate, but it's not entering an emotional realm. So it's not like yelling and screaming and like at each other just because you're mad, but it's more like a healthy debate, I guess you could call it. What else? The Lovers. So you definitely, okay, so this is really feels like for most people, this is going to be a relationship thing that's coming in. Also, it could be friendships as well. If you've had a big falling out with a really close friend of yours, this could be them coming back into the picture. But a lot of this is going to be romantic relationships with the Lovers being here. So you guys have a lot of love for each other. And I feel like that's maybe why, like, you guys are maybe trying to keep things on a very neutral basis and not bringing emotions in the picture, like especially if this is like an ex, like trying to speak to one another as just friends and not as exes, and having a conversation about how the relationship went, but not allowing emotions to get involved. Because I feel like when emotions get involved in your guys' conversations, it gets really messy really quick and it just goes bad. And so it's like you're trying to both come from a space of like, this is what my perspective of this situation is, and here's what I have to back that statement. But there's a lot of love and a lot of emotions here. Beside, like, there's this huge mask of all these swords, of all these thoughts and all the mental energy, but behind all of that is the Lovers, which is like an extreme, deeply profound love for one another. So like, even if this is not a romantic relationship, this is your friend, like this person really cares about you. If this is a family member, they care about you, but you guys' perspectives are totally different. Okay, what else? What's some advice here? Page of Pentacles. So the advice here for this particular situation, regardless if it's whatever topic it is going to be just to take it slow. I feel I'm hearing starting as friends is a good thing to do. And if you were friends and this is a friendship thing, like just starting as, where you wouldn't dive back into that like best friendship necessarily with another person, but starting slow. And just let it build and just, keep it light and happy and fun. That's what I feel. Because it seems like both of you are in a much better space than maybe when all of this Seven of Swords energy was going down between you two. And both of you are in a space where you're focused in on your career and you're focused in on your personal growth, and you find a lot of value within yourself and not necessarily needing a relationship to make you feel good. And so you guys need to continue that energy if you are wanting this connection to work, because it seems like you guys have such this strong like shield of like mental space only, intellectual only. We're not gonna like go down the emotions roads, because when you guys allow your emotions to play with one another, like you guys just get sucked into one another super quick. So it's like, keep things light and rebuild the connection. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk love life specifically, because maybe some of you don't really resonate with that, and I feel like something else wants to come through, or maybe we'll just expand on that, but let's do what we're going to do anyway. So what's going on for love life for Scorpio placements in August? The High Priestess reversed. Why do I feel like this came out for you guys last month? I don't... Maybe not. I don't know why. I'm like having this weird flashback. Okay. So this is weird. Some of you guys feel like this month, when it comes to your love life, you're really like you feel blocked when it comes to being able to access happiness, is what I'm hearing. Like you feel like you don't understand the steps that you need to take to be in a happy relationship. I feel like some of you guys are already in relationships and you're not happy in them, and you don't know what to do to make them happy. I feel like some of you are in happy relationships and you want to leave them and you don't know how to do that. And some of you are resonating with the whole reading, the general energy, and you don't know how to make that other person happy, or how to make you guys be a couple that's happy, because it seems like there's a very shaky grounds that you and that person on. You want stability and happiness and something that you can rely on. And it seems like when you and this other person come together, like you seem like as individuals, you seem like very stable, sturdy people, and that you're very dependable. But it's like when you come together, it's just like, I don't know. It just turns into, I just see like the ground shaking and splitting. It's just like very rough when you guys are coming together. Yeah. So it's like you just really like, I don't know how to make them happy, or I don't know how we can be happy. And you're trying to like, you just feel very blocked from that. Some of you guys might be like literally blocked from this person. And that's what's coming through. What else? Or maybe you've blocked them. 5 of Swords reversed. Yeah, you are trying to figure out how to end the fighting, how to end the nastiness between you two, and how to find that stability, that security, and that happiness, that union. I think you really want, like, either you're with somebody that you really want to marry and you guys are having a hard time. It's like you really want to marry this person, or you are thinking about somebody and you really want to marry them. Like, marriage is like something you think about a lot. And yes, you want to release the heartache. You want, this person may have really hurt you. Some of you guys want an apology. This person could have cheated on you or something like that, or said something to you that was really painful, and you felt just like cruel and above what was necessary, and you want an apology. But you want to release from all this bad energy. Like, you don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to hurt the other person anymore. You don't want to be hurt anymore. Like, you just want to be happy. And I think you, like, what I'm hearing is you definitely found your match when it came to being nasty. Like this person can be just as nasty as you can. And I think a lot of you, most of your life, you've been the one that has been like kind of you give the final blow that like makes the person stagger back and like leave or whatever. But like this person, I feel like they met you on that. They matched your energy when it came to bad fights. So okay, let's get some messages from them. I'm addicted to the attention of others. So this person, they like the attention of other people. Maybe that's something you guys have thought about, especially being Scorpio energy. I mean, you guys don't like it. Like, you want, that's yours. Like, a lot of you that I have met, if you could probably put your person underneath the floorboards, you would. Or if you could like microchip them and monitor them at all times. I'm kidding, kinda. Let's just say that wasn't totally toxic and harmful behavior, and it was acceptable and they were okay with it. You'd love that, right? Anyway, please don't come at me in the comments if you disagree. I'm kidding a little bit, because it's true, because I've known too many of you that speak to me on a truthful level. So just don't please come at me like that in the comments. Anyway, the person you're dealing with, we already see that there's like a lot of air there. They like the attention of others. And if you are dealing with the air sign, somebody that has heavy air placements, like an air moon in particular, they need the attention of others. Like, that's just like how it is. So this might be something that you have an issue with. Maybe this is part of your argument of why certain things have happened. And it's just, you guys have a different perspective of, I feel like, what's respectful in a relationship and what's not. So that is something you're going to have to work on if you are wanting to be in a healthy dynamic with them. And if they're, you have to learn what your boundaries are. Are they crossing boundaries that you feel is past your point of understanding? And it's like, this is disrespectful to me. And you need to stand firm on your boundaries. It's not okay. Like, just because you love somebody, if they're crossing your boundaries, doesn't mean that that's okay. If they are aware that this is not okay, this hurts me, and they continue doing it, then they're not respecting you, and you guys shouldn't be in a connection. So, okay, what else? I want to get you drunk and see you dance for me. So this person, they also, I think that this person feels a little bit bad about their own behavior. And I think they're very like hesitant as a person to apologize for things, or they're like, this has very fixed sign energy to me. So this could be Aquarius, but it also could, with the air sign, but also could be, another Scorpio, could be Taurus, Why am I going blank? Leo. Could be Leo. But they just seem like somebody that's very stubborn. And I think like with this in particular that I want to get you drunk so you dance, maybe they're thinking a lot about having fun with you, but they definitely don't like, they aren't really coming from a super serious space either right now. And it's like they don't, I don't think, know how to have like they would rather, instead of probably having the type of conversation it looks like you guys are going to have, just go out and have fun with you. Like that's what they'd rather do if they could have their choice of have a serious conversation about us and what we went through, or let's go get drunk, or let's go get high, or let's go, you know, whatever, and just chill. They would rather do that and pretend like nothing happened. So that's just kind of the kind of person they are. But they also, you know, this might be a thought that they have as well. What else? I've decided to go to therapy. So some of them might have literally decided to go to therapy, might be a literal statement here, but others of them have decided, you know, maybe to look further into some of their patterns of behavior, particularly this addicted to the attention of others, to see like, why is it that they're like that? And, you know, I'm making the jokes about air signs needing that type of energy. And while it's true, communication is really important to air signs. Like if you're actually addicted to the attention of other people, that's a problem. That's rooted in something. So maybe they haven't seen that within themselves and they're like, you know what, I need to work on my desire to get attention from other people, and like, what is the root of this? So they are aware of it. And that's why I feel like they would rather just go out and have fun than have these serious conversations, because I think they already know that's going to come up, and they can't necessarily act like, unless they want to blatantly lie, that's not true, because they're aware of it. And I think before, when you were dealing with them, they weren't really aware of that. They weren't aware of that personality trait of them, but something has happened since then, and they're aware of it now. And it's like, well, now, like when it comes up, like I don't really want to apologize, but at the same time, it's true. So it's really uncomfortable. So it'd be like, can't we just call it even and like go have fun and like start over that way? Like that's what they want, but that's not, you know, you gotta clear the air. You gotta have a good fresh start for a foundation. And so that's what would be the best thing to do if you're wanting something. Like, you know, that lover's energy is there. So if you're like, yeah, I want to marry this person, I want to be with this person, you need to make sure that you do it the right way this time. And don't just jump ahead. Okay. So let's get some last bits of advice for you and wrap this up. Self-love. Yes. Like I said, with this person, this growth needs to be slow, especially if you're coming back like into union with them. Like it has to be slow, because I think what happened is that you two, prior to meeting, were working on yourselves. And then when you met and you like got into this situation, all of that, like when you guys come together, all that goes to hell. And you're so absorbed in one another. You know, Scorpios have a tendency, you guys are ruled by Pluto, well, traditionally Mars, but also can be co-ruled by Pluto. And so either way, you have just this intensity when it comes to your connections, and you want to, you know, merge with that person and become renewed. You want to like die through them and become a better person, reborn a better person. Like that's just your natural drive. And you can't do that. It's not good. You need to, if you want to do that work, you do it for yourself, by yourself, on yourself, not through another person. Okay. Like you can't, that's where boundaries need to be. And like if this person, like I said, with the fixed energy, if they are another Scorpio, or if they happen to be another water sign, have water placements, you guys will have that desire to just submerge with one another and merge into each other. And that's not what you should be doing. Okay. You have to have that self-love, that identity outside the relationship, and doing the things that you need to do outside the connection. So you don't just like lose track of everything. I feel like you fell into this connection and you let all your self-love stuff go. You started accepting a lot of things that you wouldn't accept. I feel like some of you messed up at work. I feel like some of you messed up your sleeping schedule, messed up your eating schedule, just everything. Like you threw your whole heart, soul, body, everything into the connection and just like lost yourself completely. And it's like, that's not going to work. If you do it again, it will break off again, because that's not what your guides, your ancestors, what your soul is wanting. Like you have other things to do outside of connection. So you want this to work, you need to make sure you keep working on yourself and your self-love. Okay? So I think that is it. Let me know if you guys have any questions, what you think in the comments below. I thank you all for being here today. It means so much to me. If you did enjoy this and you're listening all the way to the end, thank you especially so much. If you want to support the channel further, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn the notification bell on, because that all helps support the channel. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you all next time.